Hey makeup friends, today we're going to be taking a look at a concealer from a new brand. The brand is Rose Inc. and this is the Softlight Clean Dewy Hydrating Concealer. Let's get into this. As always, I want to start off by welcoming you back to my channel, or if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name is Kara, and on my channel, we like to mix beauty, brains, and the occasional F-bomb. Now, like I said, we're taking a look at a new brand. This is Rose Inc., which is from Rosie Huntington Whiteley. It has just arrived at Sephora, and although there are other items in the line, it was the concealer that caught my eye. Let's just get right into the information. The Softlight Concealer from Rose Inc. retails for $40 Canadian or $30 US, and for that you receive just about 11 milliliters of product. It claims to be a buildable, non-comedogenic concealer that brightens, blurs, and contours while nourishing the skin. It also claims to be long-wearing and minimize the look of fine lines, redness, and discoloration for a visibly even, glowing complexion. The concealer offers medium coverage, has a radiant finish, and is vegan and cruelty-free, and also comes in recyclable packaging. It's available in 18 shades, and I picked up the shade LX040, which is described as being for light, medium, neutral skin tones with neutral undertones. So now that we have some information on the product, let's hop straight into the application and the wear test, and then I'll share my overall thoughts with you at the end. It has now been 12 hours since I applied my makeup this morning, and it's not looking great at this time, although I will say that the side that has powder is holding up marginally better than the other side. So looking at it closely, on the side that had powder, you can see that there is a lot of wear going on, but nothing looks particularly dry. There's a little bit of crepiness happening in here, and there is a little bit of product like gathered in this little fine line under here, but overall, nothing terrible. The coverage really hasn't held up all that well. However, it has held up better on the side that was set than on the other side. And I did notice that even midway through the day, this side was definitely struggling. So if you do pick this one up, I highly recommend using some powder with it. This eye here, the one that was completely unset, not doing well at all. The product has basically all disappeared with the exception of the lines that are under there, which you can see a bunch of the product is still trapped in there. And it's also seemed to have like captured some of the eyeshadow in there as well, because there's like, it's green trapped in that line. So Not a big fan of this concealer, certainly not with it unset. I would definitely recommend using powder. So final thoughts time is that overall, I'm just not a big fan of this concealer. There are definitely pros and there are definitely cons, but for me, the cons outweigh the benefits. So on the pro side of things, this did blend out very easily. It's vegan and cruelty-free, it comes in recyclable packaging, and there's really no scent to it. So I like all of those things. However, what I'm really looking for in a concealer is longevity, coverage, and creaselessness. Those are the three big hallmarks, the three big boxes that I'm looking to check off. While this concealer does offer very good coverage, it's not as high coverage as some of the others, and it certainly didn't come anywhere close to checking the box for longevity or creaselessness. So for me, it's a disappointment. Now, of course, makeup is purely subjective. However, this one just left me wanting more on all fronts. And I knew that it was only going to be medium coverage going into it, so I really can't fault it too heavily for that. However, it did claim to blur the look of fine lines. I found that it just accentuated it. It claims to be long wearing. It most definitely is not. Unfortunately, today I wasn't able to do a 5-hour check-in. Things were just a little bit too hectic at work for that. But when I took a bathroom break and really took a good look at my eyes, it was not holding up. The side with powder was holding up better than the side that had none, but either way, it just wasn't meeting the mark that I would hope for it. So overall, I am disappointed with this concealer, but I did want to share those thoughts with you. So now that I have, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I would love to hear from you down below if you have tried this concealer or any other products from Rose Inc. and what your thoughts on those are. Feel free to let me know in the comments, but for now, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.